You don't want to know. You know. Oh, oops. I'm sorry. I'm not a homewrecker, so never mind. Never mind. But you know who. You know who. I'm just kidding. Relax. Calm down. Good morning, Sandy. I'm waiting for that 30 trillion and 20 cents, or I'm blocking you. So you got 30 seconds, bro. What? TikTok. TikTok. You just said the restriction was not approved. But, honey, my face is all up in your mother grill. How much more closer do you want me to be? It's your resources that you're giving to the community. And you're gonna violate them because... You said squishy. She is pretty. Have you seen her? She is pretty. I'd hate to change that. What does that mean? You said squishy is pretty. Don't worry about what it means. That's for me to know, and for squishy to find out. She is pretty. She is very pretty. But people's actions, you know what I'm saying? Pretty, everybody's pretty, but then you got certain ones that just stand out, and she's one of them. Psycho Bunny's one of them. Villain's one of them. But I'll be damned, I kiss a bitch's ass. Let them run with it. You know what I'm saying? But they are pretty. They don't like my actions. I don't like their actions. But I'm not a bully. But if you think I am, that's fine too. What happened here is, there was a beautiful princess here, and me and her had a very, very, very good... Because, Squishy, you don't want to go there. You don't want to go there. I did not hurt you. I had to hurt you, Squishy. Squishy, I'm trying not to throw you under the bus, girl, but how did I hurt you? How did I hurt you, Squishy? Because I was staying with somebody, and clearly a lot was said on live. Not with you, Squishy, in general, but I was staying with somebody, and clearly everybody else heard it, but nobody else seemed to want to accept what was said to Lori. But I didn't hurt you, Squishy. I'm not calling you Psycho Bunny. Oh, my goodness. I did not hurt you. I did not, and I'll take that to the grave with my chest out. God knows. I needed you. That's what happened there. I needed you, which would have been a friend that Lori was getting to know. Yeah, you know what you did, and you feel I did something. I didn't do nothing at all to none of you. None of you. You don't like me for some reason because of my actions or because you think I'm a piece of shit. God thinks otherwise, that's all. God thinks otherwise. I was at my worst, and I mean my worst. Staying in your daughter's room while somebody's working to coming out when he's working. Yeah, so we clearly know the truth here, so and now everybody wants to turn on Psycho Bunny because why? This person lied, then this person lied, and boom, you getting... Oh, no, be quiet, Lori. I will never speak to that woman, ever. I forgave her so many times. But she definitely took accountability. Yeah, she did. And she didn't even have to do it in front of you guys. That was none of your guys' business. Okay, so what did I lie to you about, bro? That's... Okay. So, what did I lie to you about? Let's be real. I'm trying not to throw you under the bus, though. Just saying. They're squishy. So, but what did I lie to you about? Because I'm pretty sure there's some pages out there that got clips back then. So, what did I lie to you about? I mean, Psycho Bunny's saying I lied to her about a costume. That clearly me and somebody went and got. But, I guess she and I are liars. Yeah, if she feels I hurt her, absolutely valid, but I know I didn't, and so doesn't God. God's seen the whole situation, from staying to someone to in an RV to this place to in a box now. Yeah, no. But if her feelings are valid, if that's how she feels, her feelings are valid. I'm not here to throw people under a bus of truth here. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Yeah, you know what I meant. There you go, baby. I don't scoop to certain levels. I try not to. But when you poke a bear for so long, like my baby girl, a naked butterfly, yeah, she loved Lori. And if you know, you know. She loved me, and she couldn't understand why I had so many people that were on my ass. And she said, you're just humorous. You dance. She just... You sure, Squishy? Okay. Now y'all just seen that, right? Should I screenshot that? So now that once I get to talking, you know, you're gonna take accountability here, right? You sure did. You sure did. You sure did. Yes, you did, and more than once, more than twice, you sure did. You sure did. You sure did. Absolutely did. Yeah. You sure did. I never said you didn't. Do you got that on recording? Or do you got a receipt to say that I said you never helped me out? You helped me out, then I go to an RV, and oh my... You just think I'm a scammer. That's what you think. You think I'm a beggar, a scammer, whatever you think, it's valid, whatever. It's valid. You're a pretty woman, just straighten up a little bit. You're judging something, and you're assuming, and you're not being very nice. Who am I? I'm just Lori, right? Exactly. She did help me way more than once or twice. She absolutely did. Then there was times she couldn't help, and I understood. I guess people don't understand. When you're not from an area, you know, you don't know many, so you go to an app or whatever, you know, just so you're not, you know, if you knew, you know. There's a lot of ducks around here. But anyway, yeah. I'm not a Psycho Bunny, I'll tell you that shit. I'm not a beggar. I'm not a scammer. I sent her so many pictures, but now they're all over in the fucking app. But that's just to show, now who's the motherfucking scammer? Who? And that's just to show, not that I'd come online and show it, because I ain't got to prove shit to nobody. I was literally at my worst. My worst. My little ones had to see their mom at their worst. So, but she was not the only one. Sammy was too. It was her and Sammy. They helped me a lot when I was with somebody. Not with them like that, no. It's alright, I'll be a bad person. Sorry. It's okay. Yeah, can you get Jackie, please? Jackie, I actually owe Jackie money. I do, so. Do you know where she is? Because clearly I've been looking for her. If you want to be truthful about shit up in here, or do we not like truth? We're looking for Jackie. I think it was about a month ago or so. I've been trying to find that woman. That's a fucking sweet person there. That girl helped me more than... Oh, cigarette time. That hit. The Jackie hit. You know, oh God. I love her. That's just that. She's not vile like the rest of you. That's just that. She is not vile. Right is right, wrong is wrong. I owe her, absolutely do. But also people can be kind of getting in other people's ears and trying to be sloppy as well. But I love Jackie, and I stand on that with my chest out. I love that girl. No, I don't want shit from her. Just want her to forgive me that she had to go through hell with me. She don't even know me like that. But she did. She wrote out from when I got thrown out and to staying with, somebody to, I had to call on a Sunday and ask, I can't do this. I need to be with, none of your business who I need to be with. But, yeah, so, well, what do you speak about? I don't want you. What do you speak about? Because you feel I hurt you, but you're not explaining how I hurt you at all. Not one bit. Not one bit. Besides, you helped me. Yes, and that was more than once, honey. Did you get that right? More than once. Yes, you did. Never said you didn't. So, take that to the grave, too. Well, let's get... You're not explaining, though. You're not saying, you're not explaining, you're not saying. What did I do? You gotta stay quiet for a minute. Let's get squishy here to open up her friggin' thoughts here. Something's happening. I don't know. What did I do? Oh. Shit. Okay, I did not mean to do that, damn it. Oh, we're good, okay. Still waiting, honey. Oh my God, my legs are cold. Yeah, I bet you did. So you can get clips and dips and nips and narratives and all that. Just all you gotta do is just say what's up. That's all you gotta say. I had people come in a box and all they wanted to do was degrade me, and we ain't about that because I rebuke the devil. That's all. I rebuke the devil. That's all. Oh, because I said pull up? Is that why you mad? Is that why you meant? Not like you pull up, but I meant like, people talk. Yeah. Is that why you meant? Oh, God, the fresh air is opening my lungs. Let's see. No, she probably got something written out, so she's probably reading the script. I want Jackie, though. That's who I want. I want Jackie. She really needs to see, All right, let's fucking get this brought up in here. Let me close this door real quick before it gets loud. Oh, I did not mean to. All right, let's go. Let me turn this down so I can hear her properly.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Listen, I'm not coming up here to degrade you or anything. I was trying to tell you in the chat how I felt, but I think I might be getting ghosted. That's why I requested a box.
Okay, go ahead. What's up, baby?
I mean, I literally got you and the girls that food that night. And then I woke up the next morning to you telling people that I was in another live talking badly about you. And I got in a box and explained to you that that wasn't me. I don't know those people and all of that. And then even after you were saying all those bad things about me on live, I sent you cold coffee and you proceeded to be on live and call me a liar and say that I was using you for clout and I didn't really send you the coffee and all these things. Honey, it's on recording.
So do you got that on recording?
Absolutely.
You should definitely send that to me.
It's on Mickey Mouse. It's on Mickey Mouse. It's all of your lives are over there. Everything's documented. I mean, yes, that entire live, I can get a hold of it. If you'd like me to post it on this page, I will do that for you. But
Absolutely.
And that, ma'am, is why Jackie doesn't want anything to do with you. Jackie became one of my very best friends because of the way that you were talking about me on that live after I had spent $38 to DoorDash you coffee. And she was like, squishy.
More than $30, hon. It was probably more than $30, just saying.
Well, I think it was like 38 with the tip and all of that.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? I was literally, and then even after that, even after all of that, I know that you remember you were on live and I had texted you and I said, hey, I've arranged for this place to take you, the girls, and Pride. All you got to do is call them and they will allow, they will set you up with housing. Do you remember that?
No, I do not.
Yes, ma'am, I did. And then, but right after.
Hey, I'm not a ma'am. I'm not old. I'm only 45, baby.
Well, I'm from the South and we call everybody ma'am. It's a term of respect.
Okay, all right. Oh.
But that was the way the situation played out. And at that point, I didn't think that you were a beggar or a scammer. I truly felt like you were in a bad position and you needed help.
Absolutely was.
And within the last year was when I decided that, some of your actions I don't agree with.
And I don't agree with either, but I know it pisses you guys off, so I do it more.
Well, honey, it doesn't piss us off. It hurts. It hurts us to watch this situation.
Why? I'm a complete stranger. Am I affecting somebody's home? Am I hurting my kids? Am I hurting my animal? Well, compared to you guys, I guess I do. But anyway, how am I affecting someone else's home?
Well, you're not necessarily affecting someone else's home, and you're valid on that. But you also have to understand that we're valid watching from the outside what has been going on.
They're valid. Absolutely. They are valid. 1,000%.
And that's all I was trying to get out of you. It wasn't like I was trying to hide behind this account. Like, this has always been my backup account. I've always gone live on here. I put my face on here. You knew that, obviously. This wasn't about me trying to hurt you, Lori. It was about you had blocked me on my main, and then,
Because you got all the...
I got what, honey? Go ahead.
Hate pages. Mean Girls Club. That's what you rock with, and I can't rock with that.
Well, and that's valid, but you have to understand that that's what I do on this app.
What?
I sit by people that bring awareness.
But, okay, so wait a minute. Now, there's a difference between awareness or straight fucking bullying and holding the past in someone's face, like my cousin. So what's the awareness?
Well,
I'm not scamming. I don't got GoFundMe's. I don't got a wish list. Oh, Lori.
Well, and Lori, that's the truth is hurtful sometimes, but that's not even what I'm talking about.
It is, but a lot of you don't like to take the truth either. Where's your guys' accountability ever? But you want a lot of people to come up on here and talk about their accountability.
Well,
now, where's this making any sense?
I will hold accountability for anything that I do, and I do.
Bunny definitely took some accountability, so I will take that back.
Well,
I guess I'll take that back.
That's between you and PB. I'm not going to speak on that.
I don't talk to her.
I'm just saying, I'm not going to speak on that. What I'm going to speak on is my personal experience with you, and I'm glad that...
Felt like I hurt you, Squishy, because I wasn't out to hurt you. You, Sammy, Jackie, when I say y'all rode for me fucking hard, you did. But I also learned a lot on this app where they'll sit in a live and they'll change their whole name and make it seem like your friend's talking shit about you.
Listen, honey, I know how the internet works. I've been on here 8 years. I get it.
I never thought it would be like this. Never.
I get it. But, and I think that you've learned, I'll be the first one here in this live with 30 people just gawking because y'all are some weirdos just watching and not speaking. But what I want to say is that I do believe that you've learned in the last year that the internet is forever. And as far as holding your past in your face, they only do that because you put it out there, right?
I sure did.
And Lori, they hold shit against me, girl. They hold shit against me every day, all day. And I've been on this app 8 years, and I've run with really big groups that they call all of that behavior out. The bullying, the women beaters, the child abusers, all those things, okay?
Right.
Dude, they hold things about my past in my face too. The thing that you have to learn about the internet is that the internet is very forgiving. If you were to step up here and take accountability, okay, and that's that big word, right, that we keep talking about, accountability.
Yeah, but a lot of them I can't rock with. They're mean. They're straight dogs.
Well, that's the internet. That is the internet.
You are right, Squishy. I've learned a lot. I'm telling you, within a year and something, I've learned a lot. Trusting people but I'll tell you what, I was never a bully to Butterfly. And I don't care what anybody says about that. I was not. What I did was what I did. And when you poke a bear, you poke a bear. And damn it, I love that girl to death, do us part. And that ain't even doing us apart. I rocked with her pretty hard. Pretty damn hard.
I can't, Lori. I can't speak on Butterfly. I just can't. That again, that is between you and Butterfly, and I'm not going to speak on Butterfly. But can I ask you an honest question?
You sure can.
Is there ever going to be a point? Now, we know, okay, the internet, Andy's been on the internet for about a year.
Right.
And we know that he can be, what is the word I'm looking for? Harsh, maybe. He's old school, okay? My husband is his age, so I know about the filter, the lack of filter at that age. But is there ever going to be a day where you can admit that Andy did not physically abuse you?
Bullshit. I'm calling Cat. Y'all weren't there. Y'all were not there. My babies was young. Never mind. Be quiet, Lori. But I don't need to explain to the world about that. Remember? Didn't we just talk about?
No, you're right. You're right. But
I did. I wish my mama was here. Boy, I wish my mom was here.
The thing is, Lori, is that you brought to the internet that he did abuse you, but then you won't bring to the internet the validity of it. Does that make sense?
It definitely makes sense, and I don't need to because it's nobody's business.
Well, then you shouldn't have gone. But then you shouldn't have gone on the internet and told the entire world that he abused you.
I did.
Right. But I just feel like Andy he's a very good man. He's doing everything for you and those girls. Now, does he do it all the time? Is there things that are between you two that the internet doesn't know? I'm sure. Right? I'm sure of that. But I do believe at the end of the day that Andy deserves a lot of respect for what he did. He moved across the country to come help you and those girls. And I just feel like no matter what the situation was there in that trailer, he deserves that much respect.
If you want to give him that, that's fine.
Well, I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Crazy Chrissy would like to know if you press charges against him.
That's again none of nobody's business.
Fair enough.
I did with that, what I did say online was yes, he sure did, and that's where I stopped. Now we can, that's just that. Certain ones to back it even up because they're in their grave and they're up there with God. So, but anyway, you guys don't have to believe me. That is promise. You don't have to.
Okay, okay. So he did physically abuse you.
We don't need to talk about it though either. That's what we do.
You're right. But I'm trying to explain to you, Lori, why people are saying that you're a scammer, okay? Because you said when you were living in his home, okay, that was just a little over a year ago, 2 years ago maybe. You said then that he was abusing you, and that was why that organization offered you the RV. That's what we're trying to clarify. Now, if he abused you in the past when the kids were young...
If not, then your feelings are valid, honey. If you feel there was not, your feelings are valid.
Well, that's all I'm trying to do, Proud Nana. I'm trying to help Lori and Andy. And I know that Lori thinks that I'm just like this awful person.
I'm not trying to be mean to you, honey. I really ain't. Squishy,
I know. I'm
trying to talk about the guy. I really don't. If you don't believe what I've said, your feelings are valid. I just won't talk about it. Just know mental abuse is the worst abuse. But
absolutely. I 100% I stand on that. 100%. Now, I'm not being rude to you. I'm not being mean to you. I am up here trying to have a civil conversation, and I apologize if this is hard.
What's hard?
just having a conversation with me. I mean, I respect the fact that you let me up here and you're speaking to me civilly and normally.
Well, I don't need people to keep saying I'm blocking the truth when I'm not. I just block the bullshit. Because my life is now getting better, so I want to keep it better. And, do the changings and stuff that need to be done on my end without nosy people all up in it.
Well, unfortunately, all these people got all up in it, when you were...
They don't know what I do offline. They have they're clueless to things. I walk in silence on a lot of things. Lots.
Well, that's a smart move. I mean, that's a smart move.
I would have learned that like a while back ago, though. That probably would have saved a lot of headaches, but it's all right. God's with me, that's all. God's with me. God, he's with me. Oh. But Squishy, you are pretty. I've never... Squishy, you are such a cutie pie.
Girl, bad. Those are filters. Don't play. Don't play. We all use the filters. I'm not ashamed. No, I'm not a pretty girl.
You are very pretty. What?
I use filters like everyone else. I'm nobody special.
You're pretty. Look, I'll be the first to tell a girl she is pretty because not enough men out there do it. So I will do it. Pretty. Everybody's pretty, but then you got certain ones that definitely stand out.
So Crazy Chrissy in the chat says this weekend you didn't. Do you want to speak on this weekend or no?
What? This weekend didn't what?
Chrissy, do you want to answer that, love? I was just repeating the comment in the chat. I mean, there are things that I can speak on and there's things that I won't speak on. And all I was trying to speak on was my personal experience with Lori. That's all. And we have
calmed down quite a bit from like staying with people to the RV to here. I think I've calmed down quite some.
Well, I do believe that the pull-up stuff, the pull-up stuff has calmed down. But I think that you need to understand that these people on the internet are not what you are choosing to show them, right? Because you are correct. You have taken a lot of stuff off the app. Yep. But the stuff that you are showing them, like, Lori, when F is there, you don't have to make it a point to let people know she's there. You know what I'm saying?
Anybody got a proof that Faith is here, though? I mean, has anybody got proof she's here? It is Sabrina.
Lori. Lori. Listen, and that's fine. I just think that you saying that right there, it kind of... It makes people that are watching feel like you think we're stupid. Right?
Nah. If they know, they know. I think some of them have been watching for quite some time. Some are pretty new and kind of confused, and I feel bad for them because they missed quite a freaking show. They knew me before I knew me. There was some good people that helped Lori. Very good people. Squishy is one of them. Psycho Bunny can't be... What happened this weekend? You're not saying anything. I played in the snow this weekend. That's what I did. What do you want me to do?
She said you didn't move in silence this weekend. Proud Mama Atu said you called her Sabrina. We aren't stupid. That's lying. You called her by name several times.
Listen, if y'all got proof she here, let me see that receipt.
Well, clearly no one has proof that she was there.
Which I ain't talking to you.
And we know her voice. Well, like I said...
What? So now I'm up here begging? What?
What? I don't understand, Great Day. Well, I'm sorry. Maybe you could elaborate. We're not talking about financial stuff right now.
Her voice. That's Sabrina. But you guys are entitled to your feelings, and they're valid.
But can you understand what I'm saying, Lori?
I do, Squishy, I do. But this app really, woke me up. Holy crap, God forbid I went to be a friend to Lisa. You had the whole friggin' war, and Who was it, Jackie? Quite a few of you told me, Lori, don't. And I didn't, but come on, everybody deserves a chance.
Well, and I think with the Lord, or with the, I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
With the Lisa stuff, okay, I think the issue with the Lisa stuff was that you came online and you said that she had, I believe, hacked your Venmo. Was that correct?
Who did?
Lisa.
No, Cash App. She
Okay.
used my number.
Okay.
She had my number.
So I just remembered it was a pay app. That's
yes,
I couldn't remember.
Correct. You are correct.
But okay, so I think what the issue with that situation was you came on and you said, hey, you know, she hacked my Cash App, she used my phone number and made a Cash App, which no one was surprised about, right? Because that's what Lisa does. But you said that you were going and you were going to press charges and all the things, and you didn't. So I kind of feel like maybe these people thought that because you said you were going to do something that you didn't, that maybe you were in cahoots with her. Does that make sense? Now, we are talking about the internet, right?
Her, I will tell you, and this is honestly, I didn't do it. She's very sick, you guys. This girl, I'm not trying to make it worse for her. I will not talk with her or nothing, but she does sometimes come in my chats under different accounts. But I just can't. She's really sick. Really, really sick. But you're right. I did say I was going to do things and I didn't do it. So you are correct on that. You are very correct on that.
And see, that right there, Lori, that right there, admitting and taking accountability and setting it straight, that goes a long way with the internet. Right? Because until you just said it just now, everybody was still under the belief that you had pressed charges against her.
Okay. Well, see, now, if you paid attention, Squishy, a lot of them, I just let them roll with it because they're still living back in, like, the RV or back in, like, 1980 or whatever. It's like, I dropped things at a certain time. That should have let everybody know, okay, Lori Dunn woke up. She learned not to bring shit to the app. I mean, I was in an RV. Before the RV, I was being fucking 100 with you guys, like, really. And I needed you guys. And you guys did come through. You did. You felt like I hurted you. I didn't hurt you guys. I loved you. If anything, I feel more of anything, I was more pushing you guys away because I was going through my worst, if that makes any sense. I was pushing, like, the good ones away, trying to figure out where to go from here. I'm only one person. I'm not from here. I don't know which way to turn. What's up, Willow? Like, I don't know which way to go. So I mean, Sammy, I did it to her a lot. Jackie, when I got thrown out and had to stay with George. Look, her and Sammy, boy, oh, God. You guys did help me, and I appreciate that, and God knows, and he saw. Trust, he did. I try not to live in my past because you try to learn from the past.
Well, and you're right, you do. That's the only way to learn, right? You talk about education, that's exactly what that is. But I guess I'm... So are you saying that you called me a liar and said I was using you for clout because you were pushing me away? I mean, is that the answer?
I'm not here for numbers. I'm not here for numbers or gifts. I'm not.
No, you said I was. That's what you said in that live. You said I was using you for clout.
Maybe I did say. I can't really remember, Willow. There's been a lot. Or Willow. Squishy, I really don't remember. I could have.
Did you really feel that way?
No. And that's on God. I did not feel that way at all, one bit. And I don't till this day. I don't. No. I feel that you were being a stranger helping someone that was at her lowest with her children. That's what I feel you and some others did.
And you do, I don't know if you remember this, but do you remember that they drug me all over YouTube and TikTok the next day for being an enabler to you?
They did? I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, absolutely they did. They drugged me all over TikTok. They drugged me all over YouTube saying I was enabling a scammer. And that's what I was trying to tell you in that live the next morning. You were like, you were in Scam Slam's live talking shit. And I was like, no, those were the same people that were dragging me for helping you.
Okay, now I remember. As soon as you mentioned that name, okay, I remember now. Oh my God. Oh no. Oh God. Squishy, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you felt like I hurt you. I'm sorry if you felt like I used you. I'm sorry if you felt like I scammed you. I'm sorry if you felt whatever you feel. I'm sorry. I was at my worst, pushing you all away. Oh.
And you know what, Lori? I respect that. I respect that apology, and I accept it. And I will apologize for the personal stuff that I said.
Given on.
I do appreciate that.
Not
Really.
a problem. Not a problem.
But it does mean a lot to me to know that what you said you didn't mean, because, for the last year I've sat and watched a lot of people who, Lori, you weren't the first person that I've helped, right? Like I've helped a lot of people on this app. My name is known for doing fundraisers to help homeless people, to help. I mean, if you do your research on me, I've done this for 8 years. Okay. You're not the first person I helped. You're the first person that hurt me, but you're not the first person I helped.
I'm truly sorry.
So it does mean a lot to me to know that you just said it out of anger or to push me away or whatever the case is.
I'm alone in a state where I don't know nothing, and I'm trying to save my family, and, I did it with my mom. I pushed the ones I love away.
Well, maybe that's something that you could talk to your therapist about, Lori.
We have been.
Well, I'm just glad to know that it wasn't something that I did that made you feel like I was after your clout.
You didn't do anything but be a friend at all. I never scammed you. I never nothing. I was at my worst, and I'm now getting better. I'm no longer in an RV. I'm no longer staying with nobody. Things are up from here.
And I will admit that I do feel like you've made steps, right? You had a smaller place, now you got a bigger place. You are moving forward. But we're talking about what has been brought to the internet. Like how do we fix that? How do we clear that up so that all of this stops for you?
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, you say people's opinions are valid. Well, maybe if you got on here and you cleared all the things up. I know
I cleared up quite a bit, like Vicky, and I think she goes by Pinky now. I'm not sure if that's her or not, but I swear it looks just like her, that Pinky girl, but I think her name is Vicky. Well, let's since everybody wants to live in the past, let's go to it. So it kind of clears the air a little bit. Vicky, I owe her, $30? Well, I went to the hospital because my phone had died, so I had to charge it. At the time, I was in the RV. I said, look, I got you tomorrow, blah, blah, blah. Well, she comes up in my chat, and again, in the RV, from getting back from the hospital, from charging my phone, she comes in the chat, and the way she came about it, the way she was ruthless and mean. And I said, wow, you could have did that differently. You got my number. You came in a chat, just made a scene like I was a bad person trying to reach out to you. That's why I went to charge my phone. Then it went from Vicky to texting me. Look, I told you, don't you do this. You're going to be dragged. And here I am being dragged for over a year.
I don't recall that Vicky situation, like, specifically. I really don't. I do remember. Well, I remember you talking about it, but I don't remember, like, what that situation was specifically.
She was good, too. She was good people. I really thought she came about that so wrong. She was very mean. Like it was a setup or something. I don't know.
Well, I mean, it is the internet. You know what I mean? It is the internet. But I think what I'm talking about is, I just would like to be honest, and I would like to talk about this civilly, okay? But one of my biggest things is about the twins.
Mm-hmm. I know, you guys don't think they're real.
Well, Lori, I'm from Florida. I'm a Florida resident, okay? Mm-hmm. And birth records and unaliving records are public records. And there are zero records in the state of Florida.
Would have been then. Just out of curiosity.
Would you say, I'm sorry?
What hospital then? Did you look at?
It doesn't go by hospital. When you request a public record, it is in the state database. So it's Florida State.
I'll show you these ultrasounds right here with my name. Oh, Lori, don't fucking do it.
Well, honey, first of all, you don't have to show. You don't have to show the ultrasounds, but we've seen the ultrasounds. They're in your eye. They're in your RV. They're up on the shelf. You know, they're behind your head. People can zoom in. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that ultrasound is the exact same ultrasound that you green screened and then told everybody that you took off the internet because you weren't going to actually show the ultrasound, which, in my opinion, Lori, this is my opinion, it doesn't make sense to me that you would not be willing to show an ultrasound of twins, but you're willing to put your girls' trauma all over the internet. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, it just didn't make sense that would be something that you held from everybody.
I see what you're saying there. Now, I have a child, and it hurts her pretty hard. And it hits her pretty hard.
I'm sure that it does.
She has pictures. She sees what you guys say about them. And it hurts her bad. I know what I did, and I stand on what I did. But them boys didn't do nothing to be dragged like this either. And for you guys to sleep on shit, I'm not explaining it. I won't talk about it. I will not do that for the sake of my children. I've done enough damage.
Okay, but can you explain why there would be no public record of it?
Well, I'm not sure why there wouldn't be, to be honest. There should definitely be. Definitely should be. But I won't go into personal info on here. I did that before, and look where it got me.
And you're absolutely right. All I'm trying to do, Lori, is help you clear stuff up. That, you know what I mean?
I don't want to clear nothing up with them. Who are they? I mean, you, that's fine. I mean, different people are different. You got new ones coming in. Just going with whatever is being said to them. I know the good ones that aren't that bad.
And I just think, and especially for me, especially in the last year that I've gotten close to Andy and things and other people, we'll say that. I think, honestly, I just believe that these people think that they're protecting the girls. Same with myself, Lori. Like, at the end of the day, can you admit that some of your behaviors, even in the last year, to the old apartment, have not been the best for your girls? Do you see that? Can you acknowledge that?
Hold on, excuse me. Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, Squishy. Now, you don't have to. I'm just asking. Now, are you going to bring any of your accountability to this app, like what you've done with your children, or you've done with your mom, or you've done with an ex-friend? Are you going to bring that accountability to the app?
Well, I'll tell you what, Lori. Yes, if I had in fact brought those people onto the app to begin with, yes, I would take accountability with it.
But accountability was between two people and God.
Well, and you might feel that way, but when you bring it to an app full of all these people that are watching you daily, they feel like they would like some accountability as well. Because you involved them. You brought the girls onto the app. You brought your mom. You brought your cousin. You brought the twins. You were the one that brought it all on here. So in order for it to stop, you are the only one that can make it stop by setting that truth straight. You can't tell a piece of a story, okay? For example, Lori, you cannot say, I had twins, one lived longer than the other, they were really messed up because they were by my cousin. You can't say those things and then just leave it at that, because you know how you always said you and Butterfly would give them something to talk about? Like, Can you understand that when you do things and say
really
things,
do, I do. I do.
You're giving them something to talk about. You're opening the door for them to make the narratives that they want.
You're right. You are right. You are absolutely right. 100% right. I will say you are right.
So I understand that you think that, you know, like you said, people say you're blocking the truth and you say you're blocking the BS, but in reality, it's not really BS. It's just questions that people have because you gave them something to talk about. Do you see what I'm saying?
Why do we have to keep talking about it, though? Like, you know,
well, like, don't. That's what I'm saying. You can clear it up, and then it won't have to be talked about anymore.
Oh, I see what you're saying now.
And they're going to continue to talk about it until they have an explanation or whatever it is from your end that clears it up. Listen, her saying she's leaving the app. Y'all don't play. Come on, man. Yeah, I have said in the last 8 years I was leaving this app 100 fucking times. That don't nobody give a shit about that. That is not important. Yeah, exactly. If you clear it up, maybe people will stop.
I've been clearing it up. I've been telling them I'm not a scammer. I'm not a beggar. I've never sat on here and begged. I've asked. There are people that feel hurt, like yourself, Squishy. That literally I was not in the best spots of all spots, and I was at my lowest, and it feels like everybody's seen me at my lowest, and I was a target.
And I could see how you were feeling that way, but can you understand how people like us feel that we're there for you when you were at your lowest, and then
Jackie and Sam, Vicky, yeah, she was, but something was iffy about that. I don't know. The way she went about that was not cool.
That is true. Every beggar does say they're not a beggar, but
I'm a beggar.
No, I'm just that is a valid point. That I think, Lori, you've watched enough of them to know.
No, you're right. You are right. You are right. You're right. You're right.
And that kind of brings my point that, you know, just saying I'm not scamming you or I'm not begging you, that is what all of them say. So how are they supposed to hold you separate from the other ones when that is what everybody says? Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're right. Again, you're right. You're right, Squishy. Okay, you can quit being right there, Squishy.
Listen, I'm not trying to get on here and just be right, Lori. That wasn't the point. And for you to think that I would come in this box and like degrade you and all these things, listen, I am not one to get on here and like, I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect.
Right.
However, I will point out the behaviors, just like Lori, if I start acting a straight damn donkey on this app, I expect you to be calling me the fuck out, okay? I expect people to call me out because that is what holds you accountable to educate and not do anymore, which you've already learned some of it. So that's what I'm saying. I just want, since you've now retracted, right? I'm just gonna be honest. Yeah. This weekend.
Yes.
Has everyone talking, right? Because they're like, damn, you know, we saw her stop putting her children on the app, stop talking about her kids or whatever, right? And then all of a sudden this weekend comes around and you're live with her in the background and nobody's stupid, Lori. No, nobody's dumb. We all know. Okay, specifically myself because I'm friends with Andy, right? But it insults our intelligence when you sit and tell people Sabrina's here, right? It's that becomes a personal.
Sense, honey. It makes sense.
So it would have just been easier to say, hey, I am so fucking happy. I get to spend the holiday with my girl. I might do a quick live in the morning and say what's up, and then I'm going to spend the day playing in the snow with my daughter. That would have been respected by this internet. Nobody would have had a fucking thing to say.
Right, but I don't want to talk about my children anymore on this app, though. You know what
you
I
don't
mean?
wanna-
Like, I learned.
I understand, but you don't want to talk about them, but you're involving them in your life. Does that make sense? Like,
Yeah,
she's there.
Yeah,
You're
I see
talking
what
to
you're
her.
saying. Yes, I do, Squishy.
So just because you're not talking about her, if she's there and you're having a conversation with her while you're live, that's even worse than talking about her because she's physically in the live. And people are going to snip it, clip it, and dip it, like you say, right?
Right,
Just
right.
those little parts of her speaking in the live, and they're going to run with it. You know, because you're not speaking on them, but you're involving her in the live. It's like Gabby was saying.
I see what you're saying. Okay, I see what you're saying. I do, Squishy.
Like if you don't want people to be hurt and insulted that they feel that you think they're stupid, don't go live when she's there. Which I know that you're not supposed to be live when they're there, or all the things. Well, whatever. I'm saying that's what everybody says, right? Everybody's saying that you're not supposed to be live. So, of course, when people are thinking that you're not supposed to be live with her there and you're live, they think they're on to something. Right? Because they think that they've caught you doing something that you're not supposed to be doing.
Right. True. You got a good point.
Has none of your friends sat down and had this conversation with you?
What?
About
my therapist did.
Your therapist did? Well, I'm not trying to be your therapist. I hope you don't think I'm like. I hope you don't think I'm coming up here trying to be a therapist.
No. I definitely talked to my therapist about the certain things.
What friends? Well, I'm sure she has friends somewhere.
Yeah, they're in my pocket.
They're in her pocket, y'all. In the filing cabinet of the diaphragm.
It sure is, baby. All right, Squishy, I'm gonna hop off here.
I'm gonna jump off too. I want to thank you for letting me up and
you are so welcome.
Hearing me out and all the things.
You're welcome, honey. And again, I'm sorry if you feel like I hurt you, baby.
I do appreciate the apology. I do. And I think, I got to be honest, I think for the last year, that's kind of what I've needed to hear from you. You know what I mean? Like,
well, I'm sorry once again there, Squishy.
I am proud of her for having this conversation. This probably was a tough conversation.
No, I like that. Thank you, Squishy. Truly, thank you.
All right. Well, thank you for having me up, Lori.
You're welcome, honey. You guys have a good day.
Have a good day.
Bye.